What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Bandai Tamashii Nations SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Trunks. Now here we do have Trunks in the new Dragon Ball Z style packaging. We can see they've done away with the pointillism drawing and the figure is now off to the side a little. It does say Super Saiyan Trunks right here on the side, as well as we have a picture of Trunks right here. Some more images there. We'll get more onto that when we show the back of the box. And the train's going by. Sorry about that. You can see Dragon Ball Z, Funimation. This is his Dragon Ball Z appearance. More images of Trunks on the side. And on the back, we just see a couple of images of what the figure looks like out of packaging and the style options you have with him. Super Saiyan Trunks, full array of interchangeable hand and face parts allow for extensive portrayal of Super Saiyan Trunks. Super modeling, mastered, crafted, sculpted, accurately depicts Super Saiyan Trunks in meticulous detail. Super action dynamic articulation enables recreation of Super Saiyan Trunks' iconic action sequences from the anime. Really glad I have this guy in hand, so what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get him open up, and we'll move on to the rest of the review. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have Super Saiyan Trunks posing out of the packaging. Now before we get onto the figure, let's actually get a good 360 of him. I really do like this figure. There are some things that he does right, and a lot of things I think that could be improved on, and we'll get more into that when we show off the figure. But before we actually show him off, let's actually go on to what his accessories are, because he does come with a few accessories. So first off, let's move on to the extra hands that he gets. Now, if you're familiar with SH Figuarts, you know that they do come with multiple hands. In the package, we do get fist hands for Trunks, so he does come with a right and a left fist hand. He also does come with this style pose hand, which I'm going to say you can use for like the burning attack. Really nicely done. And he also does come with this open palm hand, which again can be used for like ki poses or blasting poses. And you do get a right and a left hand with each of these, and unfortunately he only comes with 3 sets of hands. So that's a little disappointing, seeing as how we've seen multiple hands with, or more than 3 sets of hands, but this is okay for me. Like I said, they're on the ball points, or ball joints, excuse me. So if you really wanted to, you could just attach it like that. And now we do have Trunks with a pose hand, and you can like move it however you want. I'm just showing that off right now. Really glad we do get added extra hands, so let's move on to his next accessory, which I'm just going to show that off right now. He does come with folded arms, like his arms are crossed, and this is something I've been asking that Vegeta comes with for a very long time. I think the only Vegeta that comes with this accessory is Scouter Vegeta, which unfortunately I wasn't collecting SH Figuarts figures at the time, so I don't have Scouter Vegeta, which is also base form Vegeta. But you do get his arms crossed. And if you're wondering how that works, you just basically pull his arms off from the shoulder, like so, on both sides. And the instruction says to line it up first, but I think it's easier to attach the left side first. You just attach it like that. And then you're going to rotate it in. You're going to position the right arm now, and you're just going to peg that in, like so. And here we have Trunks with his arms folded. So really nice accessory. Really good accessory, seeing as how he was posed like this most of the time he was in this armor. But like I said, really nice accessory. I do like it. So let's actually move him off so we can go on to his final accessories, which are his alternate head and his face plates. So first on, this is the head that you get right out of packaging. It's his eyes looking off to the side, so if you want to pose him like that, you get the idea. Really liking the hair sculpt, and it does fully capture what it looked like in the anime. He did have it tied back in a ponytail, and even the ponytail's all Super Saiyan spiky. Kind of glad that this is a really soft piece while these ones are all hard. And he does come with 2 alternate face plates for this one. We do get a yelling face, And we also do get a grunting face, so it's like he's going Super Saiyan. Switching them out is easy. You just kind of pull off the front piece of his hair, which I find kind of disturbing because I was expecting all the spines on his hair to come off at once, not just leave sides of it. So that's kind of odd to me. We can get this head off. You can see there's 2 pegs for the head, 2 pegs for the hair. Let's actually go into the screaming pose, so just attach that like so. Key the hair back into place. Be careful because might be a softer piece, but it might be prone to breaking, so just be aware of that. And like I said, now we do have the yelling face, so that's really nice. Besides the 3 other heads, we do get, or faces, we do get an alternate head, which is base form Trunks. If you see my Vegeta reviews, one of my biggest complaints is that we don't have a base form Vegeta. Kind of odd that with Super Saiyan God Goku, we got a base form Goku. With the premium colored Trunks, we got a base form Trunks and Super Saiyan Trunks. And with Super Saiyan Trunks, we get a base form Trunks. Why is it so hard to give us a Vegeta head? I just don't, I'll never understand that. But anyway, he does come with removable hair, but there's no other face plates that you can attach to it, so unfortunately you can only pose him with this head. And let's actually get that on the joint completely. There we go. But not at all a bad pose. I actually do like this. Really good figure. So what I'm going to do now is actually get the camera zoomed out and then put his original arms on, and then we'll go on to the rest of the review. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have Super Saiyan Trunks posing, ready for the review. And if you're wondering why he's just base form Trunks, I just didn't feel like taking the head off and replacing the faceplate with the eyes looking off to the side. So we're just going to have him like this for the rest of the review, or for the rest of this portion of the review. Now, in case you're wondering how he looks next to Vegeta, let's actually bring Vegeta and Trunks out. We'll bring in the premium color Vegeta and premium color Trunks out really fast. So here we have Trunks posed next to Vegeta and the premium color Trunks, and as you can see, he's quite taller than this Trunks. I guess you can say he's been in the hyperbolic time chamber. He kind of grew up a little because I think he's still like 16, 18, but then I don't really understand the size difference. But anyway, you can see the difference here, and if you're wondering, does his head fit on this Trunks, the answer is no, it does not. And I'm actually going to show that off really fast. Let's actually just pull his head off quickly, and then pull his head off. As you can see, the peg holes are completely different. His peg hole is smaller than his. Yeah, you can put the head on, but it sits really low on the neck. And then with this Trunks, it doesn't sit on that ball joint at all. So you cannot have short-haired Trunks on with the armor unless you modify that joint, either the joint or the peg hole. So no, you can't mix and match Trunks, unfortunately. Would have been nice, but we don't get that, and I'll just attach his head later. Be careful pulling off his head, because I feel like I have a tendency to like reach back with my thumb and push against the ponytail. I guess the best way to grab his head would be from the side like this and pull up like so, and then putting it back on. Simple and easy. Let's actually go on to some of the detail on this Trunks. So if we look at his head, I actually think that they're getting better with the anime faces, because this Trunks looks more like he stepped out of the anime than the one we had previously had a look at. You can see the armor is really nicely sculpted and really well painted. The only problem is there's a tiny paint error right here at the top of his armor, and the train's going by. Oh my goodness. But besides that, really nice figure. All his whites are molded, all the blacks are molded. I think that his arms are painted. It's really hard to tell because the white looks the same on his gloves, or on his hand to his gloves, so I don't know if it's molded or painted. But then he also does have the sculpted boots, sculpted toes at the boots, I should say. So really nice details, really loving this Trunks figure. Moving the camera back out so we can go on to his articulation. He does have the newer style SH Figuarts articulation, and we'll go on to that as I go over it. As you saw, he does have that ball hinge in the head. You can look down and up pretty well, and if you want to have his head bobble, you are going to have to turn the head, or turn that joint, reattach his head, and now we do get the side-to-side movement. As you can see, actually, you know what? That ball joint seems to move with the head, so I don't know if that's a new mechanic or what. His neck does appear to be on a ball joint, but you're not going to get much play from the neck. Yeah, that looks so hilarious. Arms on a ball joint go out. They do a full 360. They are on a ball joint so that you can, or a ball socket, so you can drop the arm up, down, move it left, back and forth. And then he also does have a butterfly joint built in, so that's really awesome. It's not that ball hinge that we've seen, or that ball joint we've seen with other figures. He does have it, but it's a butterfly joint that brings the arm out. So you can get him in really good poses, as you can see. And it does hide the joint pretty well. He has a swivel in the bicep, although mine is loose at the bicep, and I think that's a common problem, seeing as how his biceps are removed. His arm from the bicep down is removable. He has a double hinge in the elbow. Like I said, that is just a really weak joint, and I'm guessing it's from just the ability to take his arms off. He has that ball hinge in the hand. You can move it left, right, rotate it, all that good stuff. And then he does have a new style armor joint. It does pop up slightly, but you can move it forward. As you can see, you can move it back. Although moving it back, you can actually expose a lot of the gapping of the figure. And like I said, you can just move that back down. Then he does have a... Okay, yeah, you can also spin at the torso like that. You can hear all that creaking, which scares me. Moving him too far, you do expose that joint, so be aware, like, if you're posing him like this, it really doesn't matter, but from the back, you can obviously tell, and like I said, it works the same for the front and the back, so just be aware of that when posing him. He also does have what appears to be a hinge, because it doesn't move side to side, but it might be a hinge right here, which allows some more forward and back movement. I'm pretty sure that's just a hinge because it doesn't move. It does spin. His torso doesn't pop up like all the other figures, so that's a little unfortunate. The way his legs are designed, he can move forward, back, and out. He swivels at the thigh. He really can't drop his legs down, but the way it's styled, it's that it hinges right here on this cuff, hinges out on this hinge. Looks fine, I guess, but I kind of wish they stuck with the old style one, because it kind of breaks up the sculpt a lot right here. From a distance, you really can't tell. Up close, yeah, it's really noticeable. Also, he can't do the splits as far out as the other one, so a little unfortunate. Swivel at the thigh, double jointed in the knee. Has a ball joint in the ankle, which provides a rocker. Really nice rocker, actually. And has a toe hinge, which is stiff on mine. But that's Trunks for you, so what I'm going to do now is get him posed up and move on to my final thoughts. That will wrap up this review, so sit tight, everyone. So here we have Trunks posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I really do recommend this figure if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, if you're a fan of the character. Pick him up, you won't be disappointed with it. I know I'm not, and I really do like what this figure did. I do have one complaint with his hair. I kind of wish that this orange paint that they used in his Super Saiyan hair continued throughout all the rest of his hair. Posing him from the front, it's not too noticeable, but off to the side, yeah, you can see it is definitely lacking in the paint department. But still, overall, a great figure. Highly recommended for any Dragon Ball Z fan out there. I actually picked mine up on Big Bad Toy Store, and he came out to about... I think I only paid like $30 out of pocket for him because I did have some credit for Big Bad. It's still going to run you about $50, so is he worth a purchase? I really do think he is. He's a welcome addition to my collection. Can't say enough good things about him, but I'm going to wrap up his review here, so thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, tell me what you think of Super Saiyan Trunks. Do you think he's worth it? Do you think this added articulation is worth it? Could they have done better with the original one? You let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to check out all my other reviews, all my other Dragon Ball Z reviews, my import reviews. I have more coming on the way. Hope you guys enjoyed, and this is King Dragons 5000 saying, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys later. Take care, everyone. My dream.